Tonight, another high-profile member of the Adams administration is moving on. School Chancellor David Banks has announced his retirement. Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Banks says that he will be departing in December before the school year ends. This all comes in the middle of an ongoing federal corruption probes haunting the Adams administration. 3 other officials have already announced their resignations. Bauman here now with all the details tonight. Allie.
Well, Maurice and Christine, if all these probes and personnel changes are getting tangled in your head, it's okay. The web seems to be growing each day. The school's chancellor is at least the 4th appointee of Mayor Adams to announce departure from their post since the feds began raiding homes of some in his inner circle. And now questions are mounting about who could be next and who's going to replace all these people.
You're going to hear everything that's going on tomorrow.
The school's chancellor, David Banks, teasing a press conference while returning to his home Tuesday evening soon after he announced his retirement. In a letter to Mayor Eric Adams, the 62-year-old public servant wrote, "During our meeting earlier this year, I advised you that I intend to retire at the end of this calendar year." A not-so-subtle insinuation that his decision came before federal agents raided his home, which he shares with fiancée, First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright, and the home of his brother, Philip Banks, the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety.
City government is a deep bench, and we have a reservoir of talent in this city. We're not going to have a problem filling any of these positions.
David Banks now joins Health Commissioner Ashwin Vasan, Chief Legal Counsel Lisa Zornberg, and NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban jumping ship amid 4 federal investigations swirling around this administration. On top of it all, sources tell CBS News New York the Department of Investigation is now looking into another Adams appointee, City Sheriff Anthony Miranda, and whether his office is improperly seizing cash. Last month, we showed you this exclusive video of officers clearing out a bodega register during a raid in search of unlicensed cannabis. The store owner told us officers never gave him a voucher for how much money was seized.
His team with NYPD, they have handled over $78 million in illegal cannabis. I got a lot of confidence in him.
And then there's Ray Martin, a former aide to Mayor Adams who was fired 2 weeks ago for violating the terms of his employment.
And I started to realize, wait, hold up, I think they extorted me.
I sat down with Brooklyn bar owner Shamel Kelly Tuesday, one day after he shared his experience with federal investigators. Kelly claims the NYPD had been regularly harassing his Coney Island bar last year. Looking for a solution, he connected with Ray Martin, who previously worked in the mayor's nightlife unit before becoming his community affairs aide.
And he went into the idea of how New York runs. And then he went into a spill of like, he has a friend who could help me with this problem, but it will cost.
Martin introduced him to James Caban, the twin brother of former NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban, who resigned 2 weeks ago after he was raided by federal agents. Kelly claims James Caban offered to take care of his problems with police in exchange for $2,500.
I told him too, I'm like, I really don't have it right now. There's any way you could just still like kind of help me? And he's like, nah, I mean, you know, that's just not how this works.
Did you get the sense that he and Ray Martin were in this together?
Oh yeah, for sure. But looking back at it, yeah, I see the whole setup, the whole plan, for sure.
Now, a spokesman for the mayor says Martin was fired soon after City Hall investigated these allegations, with sources telling us that Martin was immediately referred to the Department of Investigation. And a spokesman for James Caban says that he has denied any wrongdoing. Now, back to the school's chancellor, sources tell political reporter Marcia Kramer one of Banks's top deputies, Melissa Aviles-Ramos, is expected to be named the next chancellor tomorrow. But Christina Maurice, it's unclear if she'll serve on an interim or a permanent basis.
A lot to keep track of, but very serious allegations underneath it all.
We need a scorecard. You know?
Yes,
exactly.
All right.
Web.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you, Allie. And of course, we have been staying on top of the ongoing resignations within the Adams administration. You can find all of our coverage at cbsnewyork.com.